Hello, everyone. Welcome to Morning English. This is Colin.
Hello, everybody. This is Blair. 欢迎大家收听早安英文。
Hello, welcome to Morning English. 早安英文呢是一个为大家免费提供英语教学的频道，每天都会更新。如果你想获得关于英语听说读写的内容，我们都会在这个频道更新。我们的目标是帮助全球的华人学好英语。如果你觉得还不错的话，记得给我们订阅哦。另外，点开小铃铛，这样的话就不会错过其他任何学习视频啦。对了，如果你想获取本节课的完整版笔记，在视频简介或者评论区领取哦。你也可以给这个视频点赞，点赞就相当于自动保存啦。
Hey Colin, you've traveled in America, right?
Sure, I've spent a lot of time there and traveled all over the country. What's up?
Well, I'm planning my dream trip to America and I wanted some advice. 今天发工资了，而且存钱的意义就在于把它们花出去嘛。
Okay, but, right now traveling anywhere is tough.
Oh, I know, but it's not any hurry. Just a loose plan for later, maybe many years later.
All right, well, what do you want to know?
Well, which cities do you think I should visit and which cities should give a miss? I plan to go to New York, Washington, D.C., Chicago, and LA, but what other cities should I visit?
Well, those are all major cities. It depends on what you want to do in America.
Well, I want to learn about it, meet people, eat the food, go to a few shows, and generally learn about real American culture, and not just what we see on TV and movies. 因为你好像真的只有在那个地方才能感受那个地方的文化，对不对？
I see. Well, the major cities are great for food and shows, but if you want to learn about American culture, you need to go to some smaller places too.
You're right, but it doesn't seem to be convenient to travel there by plane. And I don't think I'll be able to rent a car.
Have you thought of using the railways?
Trains? I thought America didn't have a very good passenger train system.
Well, it's not as good as China's, and there's only one high-speed rail in America, and it's actually not even very fast. But for traveling, it's best to use slower trains anyway.
Why do you say that?
Well, okay, let's talk a little bit about train travel today.
Sure. 那今天我们就来一起聊一聊火车旅行这个话题吧。Have you watched the show The Big Bang Theory?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
So, Sheldon also loves train travel. 看过《生活大爆炸》的同学应该记得啊 Sheldon 最喜欢的东西呢就是火车了。So, why do you think train travel is so good?
Well, there's arguably no better way to connect with a place than by sitting back and relaxing as you take in the sights between destinations.
Take in the sights. 你是指看这些美丽的景色吗？
Yeah, and to understand more about America. It's a beautiful country with a lot of different geography. But if you just travel from major city to major city, you will never get that feeling. I mean, cities are really mostly the same.
Okay, I get it. 但是我还是有点怕坐火车。I know it can be complicated and train systems are different in every country.
Yeah, that's true. But I can give you some general tips that can make it easier.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, the first thing is easy for you because you're a planner. But anytime you travel to smaller places, you need to plan. Major cities have planes, trains, and buses going out all the time. But in smaller towns, you may find that there are no trains on Sundays or running all night. So, you have to be prepared for this.
Yeah, that's no problem for me. I always like to be well prepared before a trip. 那在咱们中文里面呢，就叫做做攻略，对不对？提前做好攻略，能帮你省很多很多的事情。So how far in advance should I buy a ticket?
Well, if you can, snap up your tickets 120 days in advance for the best possible prices.
3 months before? Wow.
Yeah, and the very cheapest tickets tend to be midweek, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And while you can often get tickets at the last minute, there's no guarantee since popular routes and times do sell out.
那一般坐火车的话，提前多久进站会比较好呢？
Well, you should always give yourself a buffer. For Amtrak, and that's the name of the American passenger train line, they recommend coming at least 30 minutes before departure.
30分钟是吗？就是给自己一个缓冲的时间啊。我们Colin老师刚刚提到了一个词 buffer， 就是指缓冲时间，那不要太赶了，提前30分钟到。What else should we be aware of?
Well, when the trains arrive, don't hang around. Be ready and get on board right away. At small stations, the train may only stop for a couple of minutes.
Okay, it's just that I don't like sitting so long and trains take many hours.
Well, who said you have to sit? It's not a plane. Get up and walk around. Go to different cars. Most of the trains have special observation cars with large windows to see everything. And like I said, America is beautiful, and you will see nature you've never seen before.
那这个跟国内的火车可能还是有点不一样啊。国内的火车的话呢，可能座位都是差不多的，对不对？ What about the food on the train? Any good?
It's okay. A lot better than a plane, though, that's for sure. There are dining cars, of course, but the quality varies. There are gourmet meals on some trains and just standard fare on others.
I know that in a lot of places in America, you can't just bring in your own food. What about the trains? 可以自己带一些吃的吗？
Yeah, and if you like to snack, always make sure you bring something for yourself. Snacks, and drinks too, are often sold out, but they have the hot water dispensers for things like instant noodles, just like on Chinese trains.
Okay. I guess another advantage of train travel is you get to meet lots of people. 因为我们在火车上待的时间比较长嘛，所以就有机会跟不同的人聊聊天了。
Yeah, you are far more likely to strike up conversations with train travelers rather than plane travelers.
Yeah, you feel trapped in your seat on the plane.
Exactly. But on a train, you can get up and move around freely. You can end up talking with a lot of different people and not just the one in the seat next to you.
Okay, I'll definitely look into train travel. 那Colin老师，你还有哪些推荐的，就是具体的城市吗？
Well, don't forget the four corners of America. Miami in the southeast, San Diego in the southwest, Seattle in the northwest, and Boston, well, the whole New England area in the northeast.
Okay, I'll do some research into it.
Look, this seems like it must be a long trip. Well, what will you do with your cat while you're away?
确实啊，对于养宠物的人来说，出去旅行是有很多需要考虑的事情了。Well, I'll leave her with my parents. They love her and she's used to their home.
Oh, that's good.
What else should I think about?
Well, you haven't mentioned if you'll be traveling with other people. You know you have to keep safety in mind whenever you travel.
Is America as dangerous as it seems from the news?
Well, the thing about it is that you really have to pay attention to where you are. Some places are very safe and some not at all, especially late at night. But in general, it's not that bad. But of course, it's not as safe as being in China.
对哦，确实这个安全问题也是需要考虑的。我还是先好好想想吧。Well, you've given me a lot to think about. Thanks.
Oh, one more very important thing. Amtrak also goes into Canada. And Canada is a much nicer country than America. So when you get your visa for America, you might want to get one for Canada too.
You're just saying that because you're from Canada.
Well, you check them both out and then let me know. I think you'll agree.
Deal.
Well, that's it for today.
OK, 那我们今天的节目呢，就先到这里啦。
Hello, welcome to Morning English. 早安英文呢是一个为大家免费提供英语教学的频道，每天都会更新。如果你想获得关于英语听说读写的内容，我们都会在这个频道更新。我们的目标是帮助全球的华人学好英语。如果你觉得还不错的话，记得给我们订阅哦。另外，点开小铃铛，这样的话就不会错过其他任何学习视频啦。对了，如果你想获取本节课的完整版笔记，在视频简介或者评论区领取哦。你也可以给这个视频点赞，点赞就相当于自动保存啦。
So thanks for listening, everyone. This is Colin.
And this is Blair. See you next time. Bye.